All right, let's dive in. We're going to take one of the most famous promises in the world. You've heard it a million times, and we're going to crack it wide open because inside there's a hidden engine that actually makes it work.
Oh, yeah, you know this one. It's that simple, powerful, almost magical promise, right? It's the phrase that fuels our biggest dreams and makes us want to push our limits. It feels like this universal truth, like the key to unlocking everything we're capable of.
But hang on. If it's so simple, why does it so often feel like something's missing? You know, like there's a secret ingredient we were never told about. Well, turns out there is, and it looks a little something like this. What is that? A password? Some random line of code? Just keep this in the back of your mind for a few minutes. This strange little string is directly connected to that famous promise. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll know exactly how. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the promise itself. Before we can really take it apart, we have to understand why it's so powerful to begin with. And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? On the one hand, this phrase is amazing. It gives us hope, it puts the focus on our mindset, and it feels completely limitless. But let's be real. For most of us, most of the time, it also feels, well, incomplete. There's this huge gap between believing you can do something and, actually doing it. All right, let's start breaking this down. The first and maybe the most important word in the whole phrase is anything. What does that really mean here? And this question is for you. Seriously, when you hear that promise, what's the goal that pops into your head? Is it kind of vague, like be successful? Or is it something real, something specific? The whole secret starts right here, with how you answer that. And here's the big mindset shift. When we're talking about real achievement, anything can't mean everything. It has to mean something. One specific thing you can actually write down and look at. It's not some fuzzy cloud of wishes. It's a tangible target you can actually aim for. Okay, so once you have a clearly defined anything, we get to the next part, the real engine of achievement, what it truly means to set your mind. See, setting your mind isn't a passive thing. It's not just wishing or positive thinking. It is an active process. It's about building an engine by aligning your focus, designing a strategy, and taking real action, all pointed directly at that target you just defined. And it really comes down to these 3 steps. First, you pinpoint the goal. That's your specific anything. Second, you design the strategy. This is the how, the steps, the resources, the timeline, the whole plan. And third, you execute with focus. That's the day-to-day work. That's the engine running. Now, let's bring all of this together. It's time to go back to that strange string of characters from the beginning. Let's talk about the personal code. Remember this? It looks like some kind of universal secret, right? The magic password to success that we just needed to find. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? And this is the big reveal. The code isn't some universal secret you discover. It is a personal formula that you create. It's not a single password that works for everybody. It's the unique blueprint for your success. It's not something you find, it's something you build. And it's going to be different for every single one of us. So that cryptic string of text, it's really just a placeholder. It represents your specific plan, your unique combination of steps. It stands for the hard work, the strategy, and the focus that are yours and yours alone. It's the how that truly connects your mind to your goal. So this brings us to the final and honestly the most powerful part of all of this, writing your own formula. This is where we shift from just understanding the idea to actually using it. So let's look at that original promise again, but with our new understanding. You can achieve anything you set your mind to once you write your own code. See? That one little addition changes everything. It transforms a passive saying into an active personal challenge. So the journey to whatever you want to achieve, it's not a treasure hunt. You're not out there searching for some magic key that somebody else has hidden away. It's about becoming the author, the architect, the programmer of your own success. The power was never in the phrase itself. The power was always in your ability to create the plan that makes it real. And that leaves us with just one final, really important question. Forget about some universal secret. Look at your own goal, your own anything. What's the very first step? The first action you can take? What is the first line of your code?